So just read those sentences which we might have seen everywhere. Those sentences, can you just read that in your mind? It is like this: I'm hopeless. There is no hope. Most of the people we know, in different circumstances, they used to tell that I'm hopeless. There is no hope at all. What should I do? Everything I will come to later. This you might have seen these sentences in our life. Then other things, you can see the next one: he or there is a linguistics. He or she will not change. So we have seen in many, when we were kids in schools, we can see that he will not change. In our family situation also, we can see that in our family, we can say, we will say like this: he will change, he will not change. There's no chance. He will not change, or she will not change. We know in our problem, it's existing in many places, like in our family, with our siblings, there is problem. Sometimes there is problem with our family relatives. There is some problems. The same thing in our organization. If we are working, is like a college or wherever, there will be also problem. Everywhere, personally, we have some problems in our life. The next sentence you can see: all the things are going wrong. Some people are always telling like this. They are always cursed like this. Some people are going wrong. So you might have heard in this sentence. And some other people is always telling like this: everything, even if the word is on my shoulder, what should I do? I can't do anything. So you can see in your family also, some people are always like that. In your organization also, they used to tell that everything, and I'm doing everything. Why? They have to delegate that one. They have to share the things, but they are not doing that. In this sentence, we have been, watching. We have been listening these kind of things. We have been, watching this kind of sentence in everywhere in our life. So, okay. Next slide, I'd say. Next slide. Why people run away from the problems. This is what we want to know. So we have enough problems in ourselves, in our life. Many people are not ready to, take an opportunity to challenge. So you don't say a problem. That is a problem. Without saying problem, you have to take it as a challenge. Then once it is a challenge, we are ready to fight with the challenge and we will success. If it is a problem, if you say it is a problem, definitely it will always be a problem. If there is no problem in our life, we will not grow. That is a true thing. So there are many definitions and all, but in a global way, the term, this problem is it's simply a doubt. A difficult situation which requires a particular solution. That is the thing. That's what I want to just remind you. So I want to tell you, if there is no problem in our life, it is nothing. Actually, we are not doing anything, or we are not listening anything. Learning anything new. So once a problem comes in our life, once a problem comes in front of us, you just take it as a challenge. As I said, as I mentioned, problem remains problem until it touches the solution. So how do we make the solutions? We know with different problems we already faced in our life. We have given a solution to many problems in our life. So we know that, but some points are also we have to note that one. In a scientific manner, we have to approach the problem. So we will get more courage. We will get more courage to solve the problems. Okay. So here some people are run away from the problems. And we can see that in schools and colleges, wherever we are going, some people are not ready to face the problem. Because even in the childhood itself, they were not practiced these things. If a problem will come there, definitely I will depart from, I'll try to go away from that. Okay, right? I think you understood. The first and foremost thing is fear. Definitely, This is not applicable for the problem. It is applicable for the entire life. Fear factor. What is for, I can tell you, fear of failure. If we approach to a problem, if you are trying to solve, if you are approaching to a problem, our fear in our mind will be, there is a fear. What fear? For failure. In everywhere, and normally we say that, says that everywhere, even success people, they tell like this. So if you have courage in your life, you have to face this. If you have any problems in your life, you have to face this. Okay, then the same thing, I'll come again. Failure to recognize the problems. This is one of the reasons. The people, they will not recognize what is actually happening. What is the exact problems? They will just, if they listen, if they hear some problems, they will make a decision. And the next point, that is, make a quick decision, a hasty decision, that they will not approach that one. Right? So failure to recognize what kind of problem that is. How do I approach? How do I overcome that problem? That should, that what we have to think. But what we are thinking, we are just trying to avoid from the problem. You just think about your, we have many limitations in your on the virtual platforms also. But you have to think about yourself. Right now, how many problems you're facing? So sometimes you have many other programs and all, but you have to come here. You have some issues in your family, some issues in your financial crisis, everywhere, right? But we have to overcome this one. If you want to overcome these problems, you have to get into that. Otherwise, you will not get that. Otherwise, the problem will be always problem. It will be worst. Once, if you approach that one, if you go for a solution quickly, it will be very easily. But if you keep like this for a long time, what happens? It will be very worse, and the end result is also, it will take time. Okay, so that is the next point. Is also, I have already mentioned, make a quick, hasty decision. Some people are doing like that. So if a problem arises, the very next moment he or she just tell that, no, I can't. They are taking decision. If they enter into the problem also, the very next moment what they are trying to do is they are just leave that place. They have taken some quick decision that there. If some quick decision that will that will make also in trouble later. So some problem requires some time. We have to think that. We always think that some problem, if we get some solution in our life, says, we have to spend some time for that. But most of them are not doing that. They are, even if the problem arises, they will just quit from that moment, quit from that risk. I mean that problem. Okay. Then some people are thinking about the consequences. Definitely, if you are trying to solve a problem, there is some will be there. So we have to face the consequences. Otherwise, you cannot, what I say, you cannot get a solution for that. There should be some consequences. Sometimes there is some advantages, some disadvantages, everything there. I'll come all those points. What are the steps and all? But some people are doing that, so they cannot approach the problem properly. They try to run away from that. Okay, so this consequences. Some people always think about the consequences, what is going to happen in their life. So they don't like to take that. They don't try to go for the problem. The problem will always that be a problem. So okay, and some people, some others think about the risk. So as we know that we have learned like this, you have to take risk in your life. That's a true thing. But I used to tell to my students or my, wherever I'm going, I used to tell like this: you have to take a calculated risk in your life. Okay, so I just want to tell about the risk, calculated risk. Suppose in this scenario, it is it's everywhere, everywhere in this, all the world is struggling now. We all know this during this pandemic situation. I know in this time in our college, will we make more investment to make our infrastructure again, in a big manner? Will we try to increase our infrastructure and our facility and all in this right time? Will we invest? So, I'm just talking about the calculated risk. That is, you have to keep it in your mind in everywhere. So even in the business, in our life, everywhere. Normally we say that when we go to a deep water, so you have to keep your first one leg first. Don't keep your both legs at a time, because that is irreversible. Sometimes it is irreversible. I mean, it is reversible. That is irreversible. If we keep the both legs, we will sink into that water. So calculated risk should be there everywhere. That's what I'll come to the point. In our college, we will not invest more in this time. During this pandemic time, we will not make more investment on our increasing our infrastructure, facilities, and all. Why? Because we don't know how long this situation will exist. It's a problem. That's what I'm just telling. We don't know what is the next kind of education will happen in our world. These things we don't know. That's why we are not ready to take a huge risk. That's why we are not increasing our infrastructure and all. Just it is a calculated risk. Okay, I think you got that point. In our life, you have to go in anywhere. Some people will take risk in your life. So just think that calculated risk means it should be reversible. Don't take it irreversible. What will happen? No, if an irreversible risk, if you are taking an irreversible risk in your life, next time when you get an opportunity, you cannot tap on that opportunity. I think you got that. So because of this risk taking, some people run away from the problem. So the next is also the feasibility of the solution, how to execute this, how to make a problem, a solution and all. They're always concentrating on that. So they will not come and they will not try to solve this problem. So as I always tell, till the end, I used to tell that problem, if you are not touching any problem, if you are not finding any solution for that problem, it remains all these problems. Okay, thank you so much. So in between, I just want to tell you, in every problem, some people find opportunity also. In these situations, we know we are struggling. We have been struggling for more than 1 year. What are all the opportunity we have find in our life? So some people in the world, they found that. That is why I am here to talk with you. So I will show you one picture. So you know him. You know him. Yes. He's in his chest. He has written his in his discovery, that Zoom platform. In this problem, in this scenario, he found out an opportunity. We are always thinking about the problem. What is, here is everywhere lockdown and financial crisis, the salary is decreasing, everything. Some people are trying to find out some opportunity. He exactly calculated. He just made an advantages and what is the disadvantages. He tried what the people wants. because we cannot connect in this during this time, in this problematic situations, we cannot connect each other. So what he did is exactly he found an application for us that was Zoom. So most of the people, many lakhs of millions of people are using, but where he found that one, where it come fruitful during this pandemic, these situations. Okay. So some skills. So some skills I'll tell you for solving this problem. Analyze the situations. As we can take his, what he did just before I've shown Eric Yuan's picture. Just you can see, analyze the situation. He analyzed the situations. Okay. Then see, he got an idea in this problems. That's why I'm telling this how to solve, because we need to get a solution. That's it. Analyze the situation, collecting informations. Relate with that problem. What are all the information? How do this problem arise? Where it start? When it start? How can I execute a solution? How is possible in this scenario? This all collect from background data. You have to verify. What are the history of the problem? Okay, so some people, they can share with us what are all the history of that problems and all. Collecting information. Then make your planning and marketing strategies. So planning and making strategies. Some strategies we have to find out. Then the most important thing is how to solve a problem. You have to make a decision. A strong decision should be taken to solve a problem. So I just want to share one of my experience, today's experience. I'd like to share you. Today today morning I was very happy when I woke up because then I have a chance to speak with you people. So I was very happy. Then I was trying on my laptop. I was doing something on my laptop. Suddenly I couldn't get the Wi-Fi. Wireless connection, Wi-Fi connection was very less. So it was, I just called that concerned person. I called him. What happened is I'm not getting this one properly, because I was thinking about that I need to take a class on the evening. I need a proper connection, network connection. Then I called him. He said that. The moment he said that, I told you I was very happy to meet you and I just want to interact with you. That's it. Then he said to me, some maintenance work is happening there, it's going on there. I said, okay, when it will finish, when it will fix your problem will fix it. He said like this, after 6 o'clock, it will be okay. See, listen that. After 6 o'clock, it will be okay. After 6 o'clock, today I don't have much problem because I don't have class after 6 o'clock. I only want training. So, I can attend that one. It's sometimes network issues only, small issues only. But that was the problem I faced in the very morning, because this is the our topic. That's why I want to share with you that. Then the next moment, what I did, I just morning itself I've done. I called my partner. I just called him. Can we start? Can we open the institute? And I need to take a class. He said, no, you can't. Again, problem. It's actually here is the corona. Due to this corona, here is triple lockdown. The place in my institute, right now I am here. There is a triple lockdown. We cannot open anything. Only for the necessary things, necessary shops only. Again, the problem arises. Today's morning only. Everywhere, even you check that one. It's not a big thing. It's not a rocket science. We know that. Then what I did, I just planned. what will happen when I go there? Definitely, I'll be caught by the police. So what should I say to them? How should I convince them? What the one thing in my mind, I have to take the class at any cost. I have to come. I have to take the class. I have taken decision. So I just talked. I thought like that. Then ma'am has sent me this picture and all, this classes picture and all. Then I decided. I planned. I made a plan in my mind that I have to talk like this. When policemen if caught there, they will. I should show this. The poster from you sent to me. And already I wanted to say like this, I have promised this class 2 weeks before. So I don't know, that time there was no triple lockdown and all things. See, these are the problems. If we are taking decisions, let's overcome this. That's what I want to tell you. See, then just I left from my home around 3 o'clock. And one more thing I have done, I just thought about the consequences, what will happen when police force sometimes they will, allow me to return back. They won't allow to come here. They will fine me. If they, I thought that, and I should speak with them at least because it's very necessary. That's why I should speak with them. And one more thing I have done, I called one of my friends that if I won't allow you to go to institute, I will come to your home. So that is the consequences will happen if I'll be caught by the police. So he said, okay, no issues. Or you can come. You can come. I'll make all the arrangements. No problems. See, that's what I just want to. As we are talking about the skill for problems, that's what I said. These are the things we always doing in everywhere. Even in the family, there are many issues. In colleges, in classes, many students are have problems. So we have to tell them what kind of a solution if we can tell them that is better. Just understand the situations. Just you have to make a strategy, you have to make a plan, and you have to make a decision also. Then you go for that, you will be able to cross, you will be able to get success, you will be a success man. That's what I just, in a lot of skills requires for problem solving, I know. But I just mentioned only because you people know it's very well. Just simply I said, when you are approaching a problem, just think for a while, analyze that situation, why it is came, and you try to collect some information regarding that. Just make a planning, making some strategies. Then the most important thing, don't forget this one, that is decision making. So next one is somewhere it's a little bit fast, I know, because only 40 minutes, that's why. Okay. Steps of problem solving. I said, we have many steps. Each individual has their own idea to solve the problems. Am I right? I think you are there. I think you are listening there. Okay. Every individual, each and every individual, it is different. If I approach a problem, what happened me today, I told you what happened me today. What was the problem arised to me today? Some people, they are thinking about that. They are doing that in different manner, not like me. Sometimes we can do like this. If I was, too tensed, I'm not getting Wi-Fi. I cannot go there. The policeman will call. If I'm tensed, if I'm always thinking that one, I will not get anything. I will not get away. Sometimes I cannot sit in front of you, and I cannot speak. So that's why I just, openly I thought like that, and I have taken a decision. In some people, what we said, each and everyone are different. If I'm doing some tips, some tricks to solve that problem, some other will do in a different way. It is entirely different way. Some easily way they know that. So that's we will talk later. Accept the accept the problem. First, we have to accept that problem. We will always, we do, in the beginning itself, I've said that some people are not ready to accept that problem. First, we have to accept. Now it is a problem in our family, in our organization, wherever. First, you have to accept. If you are not accepting that one, you cannot approach. It is my problem, right? So you have to accept the problem first. Then you approach properly. Okay. So I think you're listening properly. I think I'm audible too. So
Yes.
okay.
Yes, correct.
Okay. So you have to accept the problem first. Steps for problem solving. I'm just talking about that. Then the next one, ask questions to yourself. What questions we have to ask? Certain questions we have to ask ourselves, and as I said, collect information, collect the background data, the history of the things. Many things I have already discussed that, and some cases, should I, what is this problem? Why should I get into that problem? Where it happened? How should I deal? So ask some questions. Ask some questions to ourselves, then we will get some leads. We will get some ideas, right? So sometimes in some problems, if you are doing that problem, sometimes we cannot do that. Some things do's and don'ts there. Something we can do, something we cannot do that. We have to realize that you should ask. What should I do for that? Why should not I do that? These questions you have to ask yourself. Then there is an idea. You will get an idea about it. So first one is accept the first foremost is accept it. It is my problem. Some people they are not ready to accept the problem. So first accept that it is a problem. I should overcome from this. I should overcome this from this problem. How I should get a solution. Think about the solution. When you are thinking about the problem, immediately you have to tell about the solution. Otherwise, the problem will stay there. So we are always telling in our house, I'm always telling that problem, this problem, everywhere problem. That problem will remain throughout the day, throughout our life. So when sometimes, as we all are human beings, definitely we will speak about problem. So when we are speaking about the problem, you just NBD. The very next moment you have to try to tell about the solution or some positive things on that. Otherwise, that will be always, you know that one. In our subconscious mind, they will act like that. So positive things you have to input there. Ask questions to yourself, right? Questions. If you are asking so many questions, you will get some ideas. Then try to find out what are the alternatives. Of course, there are some alternatives. That's what we can say. In family, if there are some issues, some problem arises in your family, obviously to whom we can share. Someone in our family is most comfortable to speak with him. So let's go. Let's go and speak with him. We are not ready to speak anything. We are not ready to share anything. That is our, sometimes we are very selfish, right? So just share the things in your organization, in your class, in your college, in your classes. If with the students, just share the things. In an organization, you can share the things with your team members, colleagues, team leaders, whoever is more comfort to you, just go and talk with them. Why we are sharing these things? Just leave the things just leave all the things from our mind to someone. No. And exactly why we are sharing is we have to get idea from them. So if I don't know anything, if I'm just sharing that to one of the person who I love most, otherwise if he is my boss or whoever is more comfortable to me. If I'm sharing with that one, sometimes he has undergone that problem in his life. He can give a perfect solution for that. So just share the things. Just share if it is in a family problem, wherever, in colleges also, wherever. Just first we have to give a solution to the problem. That's what I'm talking to you. Just share these things. Okay. Then, as I said in the beginning, we are taking hasty decision, quick decision. Instead of that, you have to spend some time for that. If a problem arises, immediately you're going to take some solution for that. It's not necessary. You just, all the things I already mentioned, all the data, try to find out the things, why it is, why it erased, what was the symptoms of this, what was the root cause of this problem. You just find out all those things, right? So you take time. You take time and think that, which is the most good solution for that particular problem. So spend time. So I told you, I mentioned, accept the problem, ask questions to yourself, then coming back, what are the alternatives? Share with the people. Exactly, you have to share with the people. I'm not telling rocket science. Simple things we can just, implement in ourselves. Many cases, if I can share you in Google Meet also, and if you are in a Zoom platform also, virtual platform also, just many people are struggling. They are I know some people are here. When the lockdown started, the teaching faculties also I'm talking. They said like this, no problem, after this pandemic situation, after this corona issues, only I will take the class. I'm not getting satisfaction in this virtual platform and all. Many people I know, I don't know, those kind of people. In and around, in our places, I saw that. What happened, it is still existing. Last 1.5 years, it is still existing. Most of the people come into this virtual reality. What happened to them? They were outdated. So if you are not updating, it should be outdated. So I'm talking about, okay, I'll come back to that point. Alternatives. So you have spent more time. Share the things to the people who are very comfort with you, and spend some time, some more time. Take time. Next, if you are thinking in a particular problem in a particular place that is happening in our life, we are always thinking. Any issue comes there around us, we'll always think somewhere. If you are sitting, just think from there. Hours. I know many people. So if you get a new idea, if you want to get a new idea, just leave that place. Locate, some other place you choose. You have to get new ideas, your own ideas. So it is very simple things. I'm just talking to you. Alternative things. The next is I'm coming advantages and disadvantages. Just everything. Most of the things, if you are approaching that one, there should be advantages and disadvantages. Definitely we know. Virtual reality, physical, if you are taking classes in physical manner, there are lots of advantages. Some disadvantages also there. In virtual also, lots of advantages, some disadvantages also. So, any issues there, any problem. So just try to find out what are all the advantages. If I approach that one, if I go and if I try to solve that problem, what are all the advantages that I'm going to get? And what are all the disadvantages? If you are thinking about these points, you can reduce the maximum amount of disadvantages after solving these issues. Sometimes if we are going to solve some problem, just think about your life in your college life, wherever. Just think about, if you are trying to reduce some problem, solve some problem, some other problem will arise, sub problems will arise. So if you think about the advantages and disadvantages before, you can calculate, you can identify what are all the sub problems going to going to come. It's okay. So I think you understood that one. The next one is, so I have time now. Reverse thinking. This is actually problem solving. I've discussed with one of my friends. 2 days back, I've met him. I spoke something with him. He said an idea. He has been using that one. He was actually, I can tell you, he's my close friend. He was collapsed in some other things and all, but he gave me this idea. That's why I'm just trying to give it to you also. If you want to think that one, you can. If you want to adopt, you can take it. Reverse thinking. If we have suppose we have a problem, the first thing we have to find out where we want to reach. Just if you want to write in a paper, you just write it there. Where we want to reach. Don't think about the next thing, what I'm doing next, after next. Now the problem is here, next what I should do, next what I should do. That will be a bit more difficult. So he told me that he used to do that. Where he wants to reach, where I want to reach, what solution I should get from this problem. First write that, then think reverse. Then we can reach very easily. I think you got that point. In everywhere, in your life also, you can aim one particular place, then you can come back. What are the things I should complete to reach there? I should complete what other things I should complete to for this step. That is another way of problem solving. Reverse thinking. I think you are getting very simple points I have mentioned here. Accept the problem, you have to accept this, ask the questions, you have to ask many questions, relevant questions to yourself, then you will get what the things. And alternatives means you have to share with the people, you have to spend some time, you have to locate in other places, and you have to find out the advantages, you have to find out the disadvantages of this problem and all. Then the next one is reverse thinking. As I mentioned just now, the problem is there. Just find out what is the ultimate end result. End result should be in your focus. End result in your mind. Definitely, you can reach there. That's what in that minimal things I have done today morning. And I need to take a class at Madonna College. That's what my niche in the problem arose. So I could manage all the steps. That was simple to me. So fortunately, I could manage to cross the police checking also. So just think about it. Don't think in a great manner. Just think in a small way. Do things in a small things in a greater way. Okay. So the next one is execute the solution. How to execute? Just think about how do I execute? All these things. All the things you will get some idea. You will get some idea how to fix that problem, how to fix that issue. All this in order to I've mentioned many points. In all the points, if you are sharing with the people, so you will get many ideas. If you are thinking in a great, innovative, critical thinking. Should be there. Critical thinking, one of the important things in problem solving. If there, Altogether, you will get a solution. It will not take much time. When we are thinking that if the problem arises, I will write all those points and I will think, I will learn. Don't like, not like that. It will automatically work. But you just practice it. All those things. Simple things. At least one from this session, if you are taking, that's best. Because you know all those things. Most of things you know that. But how to execute that? Okay. Ma'am, 5 more minutes I have.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you know, problem solving is a very big topic. It has to be discussed in a greater way. Since I'm going to get only 45 minutes. I know it is very difficult to sit in a continuous time in virtual platform. Also, I know very well. So role of brain. Just simply, I just want to mention this one. You know this one, left side of the brain and right side of the brain, right? So what happened in the left side? Mostly logical side, analytical side, right? Organization, administration, maths, and all kind of things is happening in the left side of the brain. And same like on the right side, we know emotional, intuitive, interpersonal. It believes art and music, that kind of thing, sensitive and all those things on our right side of the brain. So I just want to tell you, if you analyze the problem from your left side of the brain, if you analyze the problem from the left side of the brain, if you get, once you decided how to solve that problem, just really let go. You need to use the right side of the brain, because I told you the emotional and all that side. Just you need to use the right side of the brain. Really let go that problem. Really become less emotional and less sensitive. So I've mentioned some very few points with you. Why the people's not getting into that problems? Why do they run away from the problem? What is the problem? Why do they run away? And what are the steps we can take for the problem if arise? Everywhere. It is applicable everywhere. And what are the skills we need to reduce and to solve our issues, solve our problems? These are only very few points I have mentioned here. And keep a wow factor. I have seen in a video, keep a wow factor everywhere. That is also fine when problems arises. Sometimes it is okay. It's when the problem arises, small problems, even if it's a small problem, you can just tell, wow factor, what we said. I've seen in a video, you might have seen that one. Sometimes your fan is switched off. The road too much hot and all, switched off. That time you have to tell. That is a problem. You have to tell that. Just say, wow. Just accept. That's why I mentioned that. Accept it. The next is very hot. Okay. Otherwise, what will happen? We will do so many things, right? That is also, you can just keep it in your mind that when the problem is initially, if you are in a tension, we will not. Our brain will not work properly. We cannot get a proper, good, ideal solution for that. That is the only things I said. Wow factor is to be there. Just keep it in happy mind. If it is not a happy mind, you won't get some ideas. You won't get a good idea. You will get some vague ideas for that. So always, if the problem arises, you won't worry about that. Don't think about the problems too much. I need to tell you the one thing, the most important thing, if you are thinking about the problems, always problem remains. Need to think the solution. If you are thinking about the, as we all know, if you are thinking about the debt in a bank, always thinking about the debt. Debt will be there. You will always talk about the money. If there is a disease, you have to talk about the medicine. I mean, the cure, how to cure. Otherwise, we'll be in trouble everywhere, in almost all area. So in this problem solving also, it is applicable. That is, you don't think about always. If you are thinking about the problem, always the problem will remain. You have to think about. You have to make a capacity. That is one of the important things I want to tell you, to take a decision on that moment. Decision making is one of the key factor for problem solving. I say, in this journey, I have mentioned that one, the decision making. And in that reverse thinking also, you can say that you have to find out the ultimate, the end result. The end result of that, you will get a, if you have a strong decision is there, you can easily solve the problem. But most of us, most of the people we can see in classes and all. So what we do, just we have to approach our life like this. And some people, they want that. They have to share their problem with us. When they're sharing the problem with us, we have to give the idea how to solve that. I think you're getting that. It's a very simple thing. And it's a very big topic also. So I'm going to conclude that things like this. Problems will be problems until it touches solutions. So you need to give some solution for that. You have to find out solution. How to find out the solution? I have said. I have told you. I have discussed with you. All those things. It affects everything. The nature of the problem, symptoms, root cause, everything. Just find out within. Sometimes we will get to know that what is exactly. We just get into that. Otherwise, we will not. We are always trying to run away from the problem. We will not get any solution. Just get into that. If we have, I said about the fear also. If we have fear, we will not enter into that. If we are not entering that one, we will not learn anything. If there is no problem, in Tamil also I learned that everywhere, every moment we are facing problems. We should overcome at any cost. In most of in every people, I can tell you some success people also, they have faced many problems in their life. Otherwise, they will not reach here. So, Albert Einstein has said like this, it is not that I am so smart. It just that I stay with problems so longer. So I'd like to tell you once again, just think about the solution. Problems will pass away. Just always focus on the solution. Always think about success. Thank you so much. I think my time is over, 6:25. And once again, I would like to tell a big thanks for giving me such a wonderful platform. And I can see all of the people, teachers. Everyone, all the crew members of Madonna Arts and Science College. A big sincere thanks from my heart. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. It
Yeah.
was a very interesting and informative session, sir. Now the session is open for questions. Participants, do you have any questions? You can ask now.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Participants, do you have any questions? You can ask now. You can put it in your questions in the comment box. I'll read it.
Yeah.
You can turn on the video. Sir. No problem.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Sir, there is a question, sir. Shall I ask in the comment box?
One second, ma'am.
Sir, okay, sir.
1 second. Small. Shalin.
Participants, do you have any other questions? You can ask now.
So how do we address procrastination?
Ma'am, 1 minute, ma'am. 1 minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sir,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Ma'am, Evangeline, ma'am, you can ask now.
Good evening, sir. I just have a question. How do we address procrastination as a issue? Especially this happens with students, even with faculty, and also in research.
Yeah. Okay. As we know, procrastination, it's a huge problem that even me and we all are facing, right? Even in the same problem, as I already mentioned in that problem solving, actually, when if we are keeping that one, a problem, stitching time in saves in 9, right? Exactly. If we are keeping a problem is there, after somebody is telling the speaker, it is cutting off. Sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. Okay. So what we do, if we keep that is a problem, and 1 day it is okay, we can manage. 2 days, when it comes, it will be worst. The same like if a wound happen in our, a small wound happen here, if we keep there, set aside there, if that is actually procrastination. Okay, so what will happen now? It will become a big one. We have to take more time to get a solution from that. So do the things as at that time itself. When you want to finish that one, you have to finish it same moment. आज कल करेगा तो आज करो, आज करेगा तो अभी करो. In Hindi, we learn it like that. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sir, I'll read that question, sir. Vinny Infanta has asked that while we are trying to find out the opportunity in problems, how to handle the fears and risks?
Opportunities in? Can you explain one more?
1 minute, sir. While we are trying to find the opportunity in problems, how to handle the fears and risks?
Okay, that's a very good question. Okay, that's already we have spoken about the opportunities. Some people are finding opportunities from the problems, as like Eric Yuvan has done that one. Right? Fears, obviously, where do we get the fear? This is what we have to think in our life. In fears and risk, that mentioned like that, Julia ma'am. Fears and risk, right?
Yes, sir. Fears and risk.
Okay. Obviously, it is our childhood itself. Some people always giving some fear to us. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. If you go there, one you will fall. If you climb that one, definitely you will fall from there. These kind of things. That's what I mentioned. Simply I mentioned subconscious mind is always, they don't have any thinking capacity. They will act like that. So, and one more thing is risk. I already mentioned that one, the risk. Everywhere we have learned like this. You have to take risk in your life, then you will be success. Am I right, ma'am? You have to take risk. We always try to talk to these things to our people also. Our colleagues also. Take risk, takes you. What kind of risk we have to take? We have to know how much amount of risk I can take. That should be a calculated risk. Ma'am, who told that? Who asked this question?
Vinny Infanta.
Vinny Infanta, thank you so much. You have to find out how much risk you can take. Sometimes if I'm talking here, I will tell that, ma'am, you have to take the risk. You can go that, you will find an opportunity, you will success. But it should be reversible. Reversible risk, just keep it in your mind. Reverse. If it is an irreversible risk, what is going to happen? The next opportunity you cannot take. That time itself you will be in trouble. So that's what I want to tell on that. Thank you so much.
Participants, do you have any other questions? Sir, I have a question, sir. Shall I ask?
Yeah.
When problems arise between colleagues, how to solve it, sir, without affecting the cordial relationship with one another?
So can you speak once again?
When problems arise between colleagues, how to solve it without affecting the cordial relationship with one another, sir?
Definitely, it is happening everywhere. In the family, everywhere it is happening. But you can do like this. Sometimes there is. I can share you one example. If you added me in a WhatsApp group, okay. If you added me in a WhatsApp, you knew WhatsApp, you made a WhatsApp group, we friends all made a WhatsApp group, and one day you are just removing me from there. Okay, I don't know what is happening here. What happened to him? Why did you remove from that one also? But I can ask some other that is close relates to you. I can share why Julie ma'am removed from me. Sometimes you have some problems with me, so I can share your friend because there may be she's also my friend also. The same way, because you are not sharing this one, you can just ask your colleague that what is having exact problems. Just let's switch. Just a copy. We have to find this. So I think you will get many ideas. It's my own opinion. I'm just sharing that one. Your colleague friend also your friend. Sometimes you are not sharing with him. If you share with them, that will also better for the good relationship. I feel so. I think you understood. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. It was informative session presented by you, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, glad to have you as a resource person, sir, for our third session on problem solving. Takeaways are find opportunities in problems, and once we decided to solve the problems, we have to use the right side of our brain. These were the takeaways from my side, sir. Now I call upon Mrs. Nagalada, Head Department of History, to propose vote of thanks. Over to you, ma'am.
Good evening to one and all gathered here. I would like to express my gratitude to all esteemed delegates of the Faculty Development Program for this presence and contribution to make this program great success. I extend my gratitude to our Honorable Resource Person K.V. Rajesh, Master Trainer of our Responsibility to Children Government of Kerala project, to take out time from this busy schedule to praise the event. We are really enlightened with your knowledge and presence. Thank you, sir. I would like to extend my thanks to our Secretary, Reverend Sister Alphonse Anandi, Principal Sir Dr. S.V.L. Michael, Vice Principal Dr. Dravya Regina Rajam for this energetic support. I must thank the convener, Mrs. Salome Rajarigam, at Department of Tamil and organizing committee members for the faculty development program. I would like to extend my thanks to technical team, assistant professors, Ms. Juliet Navy and Ms. Yoga Priya. A special thanks to Mr. Dante Lenny from Tamerica YouTube channel for the live telecast. Finally, I thank all the wonderful participants. Thank you so much for your participation. Once again, I thank you to all. We will meet you tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, congratulations, the resource person of today. So very nice. Your talk was very informative. Lecture was very much appreciated by all of the participants today. So on behalf of the college, I extend my wishes to you, sir. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
It's a great honor.
Yeah. So I thank the HODs of Tamil as well as history departments. You have done a very good job. And yeah, the MC is of the program. Both Tamil department and history department have done a job well.
Thank you, sir.
So all the participants, goodbye. Tomorrow we'll meet at 5:30. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation.
Thank you all. Thank you all. Have a great day.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Participants, you can leave now. We will meet you tomorrow.